everybody, and welcome back to my channel. That was my Disney attempt. And thank you for coming back and watching. Today I am super excited to be filming a video that I've been waiting all damn week to film because I've been waiting on all these products in front of my face to touch and use. I'm going to be doing a full face of Juvias Place Cosmetics. There is a couple products that they did not have that I will be substituting products that I always use. So okay, yeah, maybe clap me because it's technically not a full face, but it's a full face of all the products that they offer. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it today. We have a lot to get to, and then there's going to be a lot of check-ins because it is, along with being a first impressions, get ready with me. I'm going to check in along the day. So we're just going to jump right into it. All right, everybody, so I have already prepped my skin and done my brows just because I couldn't find a primer or a brow product from Juvia's Place to begin with. So today we're actually just going to jump right in with our first product, and this is going to be the Masquerade Mini Palette by Juvia's Place. Let me open it up for you guys. Ooh, if you know me, you know that this is like totally right up my alley. So I'm actually just going to I got a couple of brushes from them as well. So I'm going to be trying to use as many of those as I can. So let me see. I'm going to be using this J6 Buffer eyeshadow brush. I'm going to go right in with Zobo. And I'm going to take this right to the crease. I'm actually going to go in with some of Zulu. It's a little bit of a dark brown because this isn't really going the way that I wanted it to. Ooh, and look how rich. Oh my god, yeah, see, that is what I'm going for. Now I'm taking a little bit of the color Ada, and it's a little bit darker than that brown Zulu just to deepen things up a little bit more. And then I keep going in with each brush that I used and kind of blend each shade together. Okay, so it looks like that. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to make a half cut crease using the Juvia's Place concealer. So far, I really like the eyeshadow. It's blending out really nicely, and I really like rich, warm tones, and that is rich and warm, honey. Rich and warm. Okay, now that the concealer is placed, ooh, I must decide which colors I want to pack first. So on this very outer edge, I'm gonna actually go in with this first purple ass shade right here. Okay, if you want me to be honest, I think that looks pretty bad. So I guess you guys are gonna see how I kind of would save this makeup look because I have to go to work soon. So, love when I'm put in pressure situations. I'm just gonna keep building in on that color. I'm gonna go with this blue. We'll go with this green. All right, I'm looking a little bit crazy, so I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna take one of my makeup wipes and just, wow, I had a Band-Aid on it and just scratched my eye. Clean that up. Once again, taking that clean blending brush and just blend that all out. So that is like what we have right now. I feel like it looks better in person than it's showing up on this camera, which is kind of sad, but is what it is. Okay. So now I'm going to hop over and do the other eye really quickly, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that is all on, and like I said, this palette, it's so beautiful. The packaging is so cute. I think the formula worked really, really well. I think the only where that I went wrong is putting the purple and the browns kind of like mixed together, got a little bit muddy, but it's gonna work because it has to work. But this palette retails for $25. I think that is pretty good considering you get 16 shades that work really well. Not bad. Everything that I bought from this brand in general, the highest price point was $25, which was the palette. So I'm going to jump into the next product, which I'm going to take this Juvia's Place gel liner. Oh, look at that. You can see me in there. But yeah, it's this gel liner, and they have a black and a brown that it comes with. And then it comes with this cool brush that kind of has like a, you know, one side's like that, and then one side's for like finer things in life. So I'm just going to open up the black one, and I'm actually going to take the pointy side just because I like to work with that kind of stuff better. Ooh, it's very freaking creamy. I don't want to pick up too much. So I'm just going to start in on this eye. All right, I'm gonna attempt to do a wing with this. I don't really know how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna clean that wing up a little bit. Okay, so that's what the eyeliner looks like, and it's honestly, there's pros and cons to it. It's very creamy, and that makes it like easy to work with for a gel, but the brush that they do give you, the small side, I'm sorry, I have makeup all over this hand. I'm embarrassing. This brush is a little bit too thick to really like get to be able to like flick anything on the wing, and it's a little bit thick even to just do like a line right here. And then the detailed end on the other side, ooh, I keep wanting to show you my dirty hands. That side, it just, the brushes already were like a little bit like flared out, and it's not very precise. So I don't really like the brush for that, but I do like the actual product. So I'll be using the product again, just with a different brush. But let me jump ahead and go on the other side and finish that up really quick. So I will be right back. Okay, so both sides of the eyeliner are on, and I overall like all the stuff that I've used. I like the palette, I like the eyeliner, I don't like the brush. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me just pop on lashes just because Juvia's Place also did not have a lash. So I'm just gonna go in with my regular lashes I've been using forever. If you've seen any of my Instagram posts, I wear the Allure Marquise lashes literally like religiously. It's pretty much the only lash that I buy and wear right now. They're just big, they're nice, they're cute. They go with kind of anything that I want to wear. Okay. All right, lashes are on, and that is the final eye look right now. I like it. I don't love it, if you want me to be honest, but I think that is my own personal fault. That's not anything with the product. That was just my own choice of application and what colors I wanted to use. Like I said, my skin is already prepped, so I did buy a new shade in the foundation, but I don't think I needed one. So I am going to be using the Juvia's Place Round Top Foundation brush, the J1. This looks like a really nice brush. It's really, really, really soft. So I'm just going to dot this around my face. It is a thicker foundation. This might be a little too yellow for my skin, but I do have a lighter shade right next to me just to kind of lighten it up if need be. So I'm just going to start stippling this all around my face. I really like the coverage on this. I have used this before. This is the only product by Juvia's Place that I've already previously used. Like, the coverage is just so good. Yeah, it's definitely a little yellow for me, but that's totally fine. Since it is a little bit yellow, I am going to take a little bit of that lighter colored foundation and just kind of put it right over the top and mix the two together. Oh yeah, that's way more up my alley. Because alone the pale one is too pale, and alone this one's a little too yellow. So putting this kind of lighter color on top just kind of cools down the warmth of the first color foundation. I'm not that warm in skin tone at all. I'm very neutral, if not cool. So that's the foundation all applied. I really like that. Full coverage AF, girl. Like, you are going to get a full coverage with this, but it literally makes your skin look airbrushed. And every time I wear this foundation, I get told it looks airbrushed. When I first saw my friend wearing it, shout out to you, Miss Lexi, I asked her what she was wearing, and then I went out and bought the foundation just because her skin looked that good. I'm going to take the concealer in 23, and I'm just, if you know me, I'm going to like really give it to myself, which that's probably not good because I do not know how far the product goes. But even with the ones when the product goes far, I do this. Okay. And then also, while I have this concealer on, I'm going to take the Juvias Play Stick Foundation in Dominica. Oh, I'm going to take the stick foundation in Dominica, and this is what I'm actually going to be cream contouring my face with. So this might be a little too warm for me, but like, oh well, it's makeup, it'll wash off. If my customers make fun of me today at the bar, like, that's totally fine because I don't care. I'm going to be taking this Juvias, it's a J5 round eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm actually going to be blending out my concealer today with this. So I'm just going to be tapping on the outer edges all the way to the inner corner. Just really going to blend this out. That looks absolutely beautiful blended out under the eye. I am really liking this concealer. It has a lot of coverage and it blends out so nice. And a lot of times when I blend out my concealer with a brush on the eye, I really badly get stroke lines, and this is not giving me like demarcation lines, however you say that. All my concealer is blended out, and that, honestly, I want to get up close and fix the light. I think that looks so good, honestly. I don't really have a brush I see with the Juvias collection that I bought that I want to blend out the cream contour with. So I'm actually just going to be taking my e.l.f. stipple brush because this is what works best for me. And I'm just going to stipple this into the skin. This brush, I swear to God, I really can't live without. I have other stipple brushes, and whenever I try to use them, it's just not the same. Nothing for cream contour for me works the same as this exact stipple brush. It is a e.l.f. small stipple brush. I'm going to put just a touch more on this side. Boop, boop. Girl, I'm so excited. Like, my skin right now looks so good. Like, my skin looks the best that it has looked in a long time with all of these products together, and I'm so excited. Fuck. So, next, moving on, I have this I Am Magic setting powder. Magic setting powder. So nice. I always love something that's magic. I'm going to pour a little bit out into the cap. Again, I don't really have a brush that I want to set my under eyes with, so I'm going to be just taking my Real Techniques brush right here, dipping into a little powder, tapping off any excess, and then now to set the rest of the face, I'm going to be taking the Juvias Place Flat Top. Alright, and then to set the rest of the face, I'm using the J2 Flat Top Foundation brush. Well, my cat is going insane right now. Okay, now that the face is all set, I really like the powder. I don't think there's anything like too special about it, but it's nice. I would use it again. It's finely milled. I don't think that it will give you any flashback. It's not a translucent powder, though. It does have a little bit of color, but it's fair enough where it doesn't show up. Now I have powder everywhere. I'm going in with the Serafina Blush. This is like not a color I would typically use at all. It's very I use very muted pinks for blushes, but we're gonna see. And to apply it, I'm gonna take this J3 tapered contour brush and just yeah, put it on. I didn't really say anything. I said just, and then I stopped talking. Just gonna put it on. I do typically apply my blush very high up and back, like a contour, and then bring it up towards the cheekbones. A little bit on my nose as well, because I always put blush on my nose. I don't hate it. It's just not typically a color I would wear, and I don't think it really matches the eyes too well, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. So next I have this Juvias Place, the Heroine by Juvias Place loose highlighter. This is what it looks like in the container. Okay, I have to be done in T-minus 10 minutes. You know, I never really use loose highlighter, so this could go real bad real fast. But I'm just gonna take my Jaclyn Hill JH09 highlighting brush with her collab with Morphe. Gonna take a little bit of this ish, and we're just going. Whoa! It's a lot. It's a lot. It's okay. It's gonna shine bright like a diamond. Okay. Okay, no, it blended actually really well. So then we'll put on more. Like, look how intense that first goes on camera. That shit is just wild. But then it blends very nicely. So I guess that's good, like, for beginners and everything. You don't really have to be too scared. You can use the product because you know, like, it'll blend out. Because I almost just shit bricks, but it was fine. Alright, I'm just gonna highlight the inner corners. Every time I say inner corner, I say inter corner. It's the inner corners of my eyes. I'm just gonna highlight them with the same highlighter I'm using on the rest of the face. So I'm just gonna finish the under eyeshadow now that everything on my face is done. And I'm just gonna build some of the shadows. Like, I'm gonna take that Zulu, which was that first warm brown shade. I really don't want to add too much color other than that, because that, wow, I don't enunciate my words at all. I didn't say, I think, like half of any of those words. I don't want to add any other color under there at all, because that is just a lot already. And I'm just going to blend this a little bit. And pop on some bottom eyeliner, because we're just going to take it. Fuck! Always dropping shit. I'm going to take this eyeliner again, and then I'm going to take the J9 brow definer brush, and we're not going to define the brows with it. We are going to take it and put it on the waterline. Now I'm just going to apply some Bad Gal Bang mascara on the bottom, again, just because Juvias Place did not have a mascara. Okie dokie. Now I'm gonna apply my lipstick, and I'm going to be using the, what is it called? I'm gonna be using the Empress Lip Collection. It comes with a matte and it comes with a metallic. I'm gonna be doing something on Instagram different with the metallic, so if you're interested to see something kind of different with this product, stay tuned on there in the next couple of days. But I'm going to be using the matte just on my lips today as my normal lipstick. It does not come with a lip liner, which that kind of bothers me a little bit. If you're going to do like a duo type thing, at least include a liner, kind of like a kit, but she'll make it work. My friend is here to pick me up from work, and I am behind, or for work, not from work. And that is the finished makeup look using all of these products. So actually I am going to do a check-in because I'm going to work, but I will check back in. I go on break at about 3 o'clock. It is 9:30 now. So I'll do a check-in then, and then I'll do a check-in at the end of the night, and I will give my final thoughts. So until then, I will see you guys later. Okay, you guys, I'm back after now. It has been 5.5 hours. So I've had this makeup on since 9 in the morning. It's now 3 o'clock. I've worked half of my shift for the day. I just wanted to show you guys kind of like how everything is holding up. If you want me to be honest with you, this skin right now is everything. This foundation and concealer and powder, and honestly, I really, really like that highlighter in the contour stick underneath as well. I think that all of it looks so good. There's a little bit of creasing right under, but I work at a bar and I work with a lot of food. I work at a Mexican restaurant, so there's so much oil in the air that it's bound to break and get oily. But how this looks now is so good. And the eyes, I like the pigment. All the pigment stayed. The only issue that I have with the eyeshadow at all is my own fault. I don't like my personal application of it today that much, but I like the product. So I definitely want to play more with the Masquerade palette. And the eyeliner has stayed on pretty well in my waterline. Like, you definitely can still see it there. My one complaint with that as well is that it kind of smudges and transfers and like underneath your eyes throughout the day, and obviously in the inner corner if you're lining the bottom and the top, that's just gonna happen. But yeah, and then last but not least, I think I want to touch on the lipstick right now, because I have not touched it one time since I applied it on video for you this morning, and this is what it looks like. So you get the little bit of cracking and dryness right through here, but really if you wanted to just get away with it, nobody's really going to analyze you that hard. It is not bad. So I definitely like the formula of liquid lip. Now it is starting to irritate me, but I'm about to eat, so it's going to probably rub off anyways. But yeah, I'm going to do a little touch up though as well. I'm going to be just using the same products. I'll use a little bit of their powder. I'll use a little bit of their blush, maybe touch up the eyeshadow and redo the lip, but everything is still going to be within Juvia's Place product. So with that being said, that was a whole motherfucking rundown, and I hope you can keep up because I gotta go. I will be back at the end of my day. I will go back to work around 5 o'clock, and then I will wear this still all the way until we close at 10 o'clock. I will probably get my last check-in for you at 11 and close out. It definitely is a super, super long wearing test. It's gonna be 14 hours of wear time by the time I do the last check-in. So, all right, you guys, I will see you at the end of my night. All right, so I am back. It is currently about 11 o'clock at night. So this has been a 14-hour wear test. And as you can tell, the makeup started being crazy. So let me kind of just point out what I noticed, like what I do like, what I don't like. I haven't even sat down and looked at it myself. I'm literally doing this all on camera for the first time. Even the lips haven't been touched. Like, it's pretty crazy, and honestly, I think this looks good after 14 hours. After 14 hours of a full work day, I think this is good. So my favorite part is the foundation concealer together. I think that it stayed on so well. Like, there's virtually no creasing in my forehead, very minimal creasing under the eyes. I'll talk about the under eyes in a minute, but just very little creasing where I get horrible lines right here. And I'm like, horrible, like horrible lines throughout here. That's just not as bad as they usually are. What I will say is that their gel liner is so messy. I don't know how this happened, because this has not happened to me, I don't know, with any eyeliner I've tried. Then again, I haven't tried the most eyeliners ever, but it really like somehow got black spots all under it, like smudged to underneath my eye on my lower lash line. So I don't know how much I would like using it for the bottom. It doesn't look like it transferred on the top, but I also have an issue with the eyeshadow. I have to keep playing with it because That line right there, like that's creasing, I never get when I apply eyeshadow. Like seriously, I never have that happen. So I want to play with the palette because I don't know, like I said earlier, I didn't like my own personal application. That's not anything with the product. I didn't like what I did with it, so I don't know if I did something weird. I'm just going to continue to play with that product, and I'll probably update you guys within like my Instagram story or something how I'm liking it. And then the blush, it's a normal blush. I don't think anything like too crazy of it. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's bad. I think that if you like the color, you should totally buy it. It's not a bad price. It is a pretty big pan size, I will say that. So that's always good. Like, just taking it up because it's right here. But that pan size is pretty big. So I think for the price point that is a pretty good item. The lipstick, I actually really like. This formula isn't super drying. After obviously hours and hours and hours of me talking and wearing it, I get that little bit of dryness and kind of weird stuff. But it, for the, like, if I'm just, like after 14 hours, I don't think that's bad. So let me think. The brushes all actually were very super soft and the brushes were actually all super soft and easy to work with. I'll definitely play with these more, just depending. I didn't get to use them all because I didn't need to use all the different brushes for my face today. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No. That is all the products. So overall, generally, yes, Juvia's Place is 100% a hit brand for me. I think that a lot of their products are really quality. I think the only product that I didn't necessarily love was the gel liner, and within application I loved it, but after hours of wearing I just noticed some funky things with it. But with that being said, I think that you guys should definitely go out of your way to go try some things from this brand because it is pretty affordable. A lot of people were telling me they didn't think that it was an affordable brand, but it is located on the drugstore side of Ulta if they offer it at your Ulta location or wherever you're from. Everything that I bought today, like I had said, the highest price point was $25, and I think that's pretty okay for what I got. I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys liked what you see, fuck my life. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Check me out on Instagram. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube. It's Alexandra Parks with an extra S at the end. Also, my Twitter is Alexandra Parks with an extra S at the end. So thank you guys so much. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Play with my pussy. Don't play with my emotions. Spend some cash. Maybe I just might fuck you.